welcome to another episode from the Veg Grower Podcast. Coming up today, I've got a clip I spoke about last week on maintaining tools, on how I maintain tools anyway, or some of my tools. Let's put that up now, and then I'll come back and talk about it. Right, well, hello everyone, back at home now, and it's quite a nice day, so I decided to do this, what I'm planning to do, outside now. Now, with jobs slowing down in the garden, as you would expect during the winter, it's one of the jobs I like to do at this time. It's one of my favourite jobs, I have to admit, is sorting out my tools, just giving them a bit of a service. So I've got here my fork, my rake, my spade, my hoe and my pitchfork, which are my most commonly used tools, really. And I just thought I'll show you how I like to sort them out. So we'll start with the fork. What I like to do, I'll just give them a quick check over. Nice and solid steel. They're smooth, so I don't really need to sand them down, but the forks do need a bit of a clean up. So I've got a drill set up with a paddle, and I'll just go over it. The bits I can get. And just try and get rid of all the dirt and crap off it. All over, get rid of some of the rust. Bits I can get to, nice and easy. Now, sometimes it's easier to clamp it down into a workbench or something as well, I find, but I was being a bit cocky there. Anyway, right, so that's got that mostly cleaned up. I've got a little brush so I can just get into the other bits. If I can hold on to it, that is. As it goes, I say, they're not in too bad a condition, but partly because what I've got down here is a bucket of sand that I pour oil into. When I finish using them, and before I use them, I normally plunge the tools into there, and that cleans all the mud off and gives them a good oiling. That's the idea anyway. Right, so that's just about done for now. So I've got some disinfectant spray. I'm just going to spray that on over there. Put that over here to dry. I think we'll have the soil rake next. Again, that's not in bad condition. Doesn't really need smoothing down, but we could do with a. I think I might get away with just a brush on most of that. Lodge that in there. Yeah, right. Well, that's that done. That was easy. I'll spray that again. Put that over here. I'm swigging my coffee, one of the most essential things. Right, I think we'll do the pitchfork next because that's not going to take long either. It's a bit rusty around there, but that will sand off with the thing. Again, that's smooth from last year, so that's good. I mostly use the pitchfork for turning compost. In fact, that's all I really use it for. I'll do this one with the drill device. So I think that's about there. Just give that just in there with that, or in there. Yeah, that's pretty good. So again, spray. And dry. Now we're into the tools that are probably more used than anything, the spade and the hoe. Again, handles are good, they're going to need a good oiling, but that's going to need sharpening, the blade on the spade. Right, let's get that in there. Turn it round and do the same on the back. Now, when I look at these, I'm always looking if there's any nicks in the end, and there isn't on this. It's been quite good result. So we'll spray out disinfectant again, and give it a few minutes to just dry over there. And along comes the hoe. Which again, yeah, no, that doesn't need sanding down on the blade, on the shaft. It's quite dirty, as you would expect, and a bit rusty on the rusty side. I didn't really do this properly last year, so they got a bit rusty. Right. A bit hard to get to these places in here, so we use this. Okay. Right, so that's the part tools basically tidied up. So what I'm going to do now is the sharpening. Now it's only the spade and the hoe that needs sharpening, so let's just dry that off a bit more. Lovely, that'll do. Now if you look in the back here, you'll see there's a slight chamfered edge, and that's what we want to get back. So it might help if I plug that in, so let's go plug that in and I'll be right back. Right. Right. Oh, that was a bit of a silly mistake. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get this, we're just going to run that across like that. Like so. Get that on, set the angle. Check. Yeah, that's about right. Should probably wear gloves and goggles while doing this, I should say. Okay, that's that. Now the hoe. Yep, right, down to the finer. Okay, that's got a blade back onto those. So, what we're going to do now, I'm going to bring the fork back over, give it a bit of a wipe down. Right, got a bit of maintenance spray. I'm just going to spray onto the forks. And I'm going to do this over the oil bucket so it doesn't get wasted. Give that a wipe round so it's nicely oiled. Pitchfork time. I know some people actually paint the metalwork on their tools when doing this. I personally don't, but some do. Is it right? So right, so that's the metalwork taken care of. Pull my trousers up quickly again. Doesn't matter which order I do these in. Now I'm going to take care of the handles. So yeah, I've got some boiled linseed oil. That's going to go on the rag and just rubbed into the handle. Like so. Let's give it a minute, don't need that anymore. into it. I love these older tools. I think they're much better than the newer ones. I think they've got a bit of a character with them, in my opinion. Right, that's the spade done. Oh, well, spilt a bit there, but getting into the handle, just rub it in. There we go. That'll go there. Let's grab that coffee. There we go. That's that one done. Now, as I say, this isn't all my tools. I'll be carrying on with some of the other tools another day. My hand tools, my secateurs. Secateurs are completely different. Cattle or fish sometimes, and pruners and things like that. Well, they're not that different, but you know, I find what I find is that it works quite well. But yeah, I'd say using the pitchfork for turning the compost is brilliant. And the final one is this fork. And I keep up with this maintenance. As I say, the bucket of sand and oil, whenever I finish using it, just goes in there, plunged in, coats it in a nice, cleans all the mud off nicely and coats it in oil, coats the blade in oil, which makes it easier to use next time, which saves a lot of hassle. Okay. Right, so there we go. That's all 5 of them now maintained for the year. Well, not really for the year, because I try and do it a couple of times throughout the year, but that's the major one on those 5 done for the year. So let me know what you think of that. That's how I do it. You might have a different way. Let me know. Okay, I'm back again. That's how I've maintained my tools, as they're hanging up behind me. All looking pretty good. I do try and do that every year, at least once a year, every year anyway, and yeah, it works. It keeps them in good order. A little bit of time spent on it, can make a difference between a tool lasting 5 minutes or a lifetime, in my opinion. So yeah, let me know what you think or what you would do, and I'll happily hear from you. Love to. Okay, so that's about it for this week. Anyway, I've got nothing more to really say. Just behind the camera here, the sweet pepper seeds I sown a few weeks ago, they're actually starting to show, as are the broad beans I have just over here. You probably won't see them, just starting to show. I won't worry about it today, but perhaps in the future I'll show you how they're getting on. So I'm going to sign off for this week. Obviously it's this one's coming out just before Christmas. So I'd like to wish everybody who's watching a very happy festive season, whatever you celebrate. I hope you enjoy it and you have a good one, full of plenty of food, good laughs and good times. I'd like to thank everyone for your support and everything. All your comments and everything has been absolutely tremendous. I really love it. And yeah, I'll be doing another video next week, so don't worry about that. And I'm going to try and keep up with these weekly videos. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week.